What's up, guys? How we doing? How we doing? Today I wanted to talk about the myth of needing a niche. See, I had this theory whenever I created my channel that if I just talk about multiple things that I'm passionate about, talk about my life, talk about even if that includes politics and some things that some people that it might be a turnoff for, that in the long run, that grows a more sustainable audience that has a more long term like connection to you rather than the niche that you are in. You know, a lot of YouTubers or commentary YouTubers, they kind of do the same thing over and over. And that's why I said I didn't really want to do commentary unless it had a greater purpose. I don't want to just grab low hanging fruit and make fun of a channel every day or critique it. And don't want to just make fun of silly videos every day. I don't want my shit to get repetitive. And while to a lot of YouTubers, they think having a niche and following trends and talking about what's popular is the best way to go, I kind of go against the grain on that. And has that hindered my growth? Absolutely. It absolutely has. And it has made it harder to grow. But the fascinating thing about it is the people that I have gained along the way through doing that are here for me. You know, like they genuinely want to know how I'm doing and what I'm curious in and watch damn near every video that I put out. I'm kind of trying to attack YouTube in the hardest way and say like, hey, like I'm here, this is me, this is what I like, this is what I stand for, and this is what I want my channel to be. Sure, it would be easier if I found a niche and just did that. But through doing that, you're not gaining subscribers that subscribe to you. And that's what makes YouTube special, is the you. And when you're just following a niche, just doing the same thing over and over again, the second you stop doing that, someone leaves, you know? So I've been battling so much in my head thinking that like I'm not good at this compared to other people, that they're so much better than me with their editing and their bubbly personalities and what they do. But I'm looking at it all wrong. I do make good content. Even if it isn't just, even if it doesn't have great, you know, edits and it's not from a script and I'm just going straight off the dome and it has a lot of uhs or maybe a lot of cuts or whatever, I've helped people. Some of my videos have inspired people. Some of my videos have given a voice to people that might not have one. I've had people be brave enough to ask me to make videos on topics. I've had people come to me for advice. And I think the channel that I'm growing here and the community, more importantly, is beautiful. You know, I know my video yesterday was a little aggressive. Nobody owes me their time. Nobody owes me a subscription. It's fine if you unsubscribe. I get it. It's just, I was looking at it like, well, damn, you know, every time I get like 5 subscribers, I lose 2 because the next video I'll give an opinion something that I've already given, you know, and then I'll lose them. But I didn't really lose them because they didn't watch my other stuff to begin with, or they wouldn't have unsubscribed for saying something that I've already said a dozen times, you know? And so while I may be growing very slowly, the people that I'm gaining along the way are fans of me, are fans of my life, my story, my determination, my experiences as a father, and you guys help me keep going and stay consistent with this. I mean it when I say it's because of you guys that I still make videos. I did not plan on this being an everyday thing for a year, but the amount of people that have been supportive, whether they're still here or whether they're not, that have said, I like your videos, dude, be consistent. And so, yeah, maybe I don't have something to talk about that day, but I make sure I post that day anyway. And through doing that, I think we're building a beautiful community. I was talking about yesterday how it sucks that, people hold politics over character and that people can't agree to disagree. So, somebody can watch hours of your content and then you disagree with them on something and they leave. But the thing is if that's all it takes for someone to leave, then I don't think they were ever really a fan of you to begin with. I know you watching right now that has been silently liking my videos for however long you have been. You probably disagreed with me a few times. But why I like talking about these things or giving my opinions is I like the disagreeing part. I like that I've had subscribers where we can have conversations and debates and agree to disagree. The conversation I had with Masters Remasters, shout out, I hope you still watch, about where is that line between, spreading knowledge and pushing an agenda or forcing your beliefs on someone. It was such a fascinating conversation, and I think both of us took something from it. And that is the beauty of conversing and having disagreements. Someone that's a fan of you won't leave because they disagree with you. Somebody that's a fan of you will pry and wonder why you have that viewpoint on that issue or opinion on that movie, and will understand it. And so for the last couple days I've just been being super hard on myself and thinking that I don't make good content, that even though I had a huge jump in subscribers, that people don't actually like my stuff, and just been telling myself all these negative things while forgetting that there's so many of you that are here because of me. No matter what the title will be, you'll be here tomorrow too. And that's special, and to accomplish that is amazing. It's nothing short of amazing. And I appreciate you guys. I love the comments that I get where it's somebody that says, hey, I've been watching your stuff for a while, and I just wanted to say, keep going, and you're the constant, and the fact that you've been watching for a while in quiet support means a lot. I'm the same way. I watch YouTube on TV, so all the people I'm subscribed to, I don't like their videos, I don't comment. And it's not because I don't want to help their videos. I'm always there. And the most important, measurement for YouTube is audience retention. So as long as I'm watching the YouTuber I like and their whole video, that's really the best way I can help them. So I get it, and I appreciate the quiet supporters. There's still some of you here that have been here since 10 subscribers. And I gotta stop being so hard on myself and thinking that I make shit content and thinking that, that what I'm doing here is pointless, because it's not. I think we've created a beautiful community, and I love that the Chevelle video did well, because the lyrics in Chevelle songs, if you like them, you're probably going to like a lot of stuff I have to say on this channel, you know? And I don't know. I've just been hard on myself because of the views. I saw the subscriber count go up, and then, you know, every time it goes up, it goes back down, and then the views go down, and but the reality is, I'll gain 9 subscribers, 2 will leave, and the 7 that stay because they like me, or they never watch me again, but just like that video. That's always a possibility. But my point is I've been looking at things all wrong. Sorry, toys are on the floor now. I just went and did an order. Just been so negative, and I lose a subscriber, and I look at that as like I'm doing wrong. But the reality is, I'm crafting the audience that likes me for me, basically, if that makes any sense. I'm not saying that having a niche doesn't work. Obviously it does. That's why there's millions of thousands of YouTubers that are millionaires, you know, that have a niche. But I intentionally wanted to come onto this platform, and if have any success, just have success at being me. And I've done that. And not only have I done that, but you guys have helped me become a better me. And the people that I've met along the way, the friends that I've made, and the encouraging words from you guys have helped me become, like I said, a better me. It helped me. I think it's interesting to look at the beginning of the channel and look at now and see how it's evolved. And I need to stop being so pessimistic. It's okay that people leave. It's okay that when I make a political video, you know, I talk about politics because I'm passionate about it, and it's also a good way of weeding out the people that aren't going to like you for you anyway, you know. And on some occasions, some people will still politically disagree with you and subscribe to you because they like the fact that you speak your mind and will debate you. I have some subscribers that do that. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm really proud of how far this channel has come and what we've built and the community that we have. And while I could maybe have way more followers if I decided to have a niche and stay out of these issues or whatever, that bigger following wouldn't be followers that like me. That, you know, they would like what I do. And you guys like me for me. And I hope I'm an inspiration to someone out there to try to put yourself out there. Every time I make a video, I'm leaving pieces of me on here, and I hope I inspire somebody to do the same. To, you know, the level of entry here is free, the ceiling is non-existent, and all you can do is try and put yourself out there. And I'm lucky that I'm where I am, and I love you guys. I think you're awesome, and I appreciate you watching. And yeah, the growing has been slow, but through talking about my interests, through talking about politics, the things I'm passionate about, I know that football video is only going to get 10 views, but for those 10 people, you know, it's worth making. I know the movie review isn't going to get that many views, but for those few people, it's worth it. When I'm passionate, that's when I'm at my best, and just talking about one thing would get repetitive. So I like talking about my interests, or what political thing is going on, or what social commentary, and I just want to keep being me and gaining fans that like me for me, and not just the video that I made that they happen to like. I don't believe you need to have a niche to have success on here. And you know what, man? Last night streaming was so fun. You guys showed up, and I had a lot of fun, and none of that would have been possible if I didn't do everything that I did to get to this moment. So I gotta stop being such a pessimist. You guys are awesome. Thank you.